What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another highly combustible reaction. We're jumping into something. We're about to learn something today. How the Netherlands is transforming into a military giant in Europe. Obviously, a little bit of a year old, so things might have been changing since then. So I don't know if if there's anything in here that's not significant anymore. But we're gonna jump in. We're gonna check it out together. Get over so notify all the love in the world. Check out the rest of the videos that they have put together over there. Let's go on a journey and learn. You guys have already won your battle against the water. Now it's time to start focusing your defenses elsewhere.
Have you heard the latest? The Dutch government is seriously weighing the option of sending F-16 fighter jets to Ukraine. But that's not all. The Dutch Ministry of Defense currently has 24 operational F-16 fighter jets, set to be phased out by mid-2024, and several others have been sold. So what does this mean? Has the Dutch military strength weakened? Join me, and let's review together the current state of the Dutch military. History buffs, you'll appreciate this.
Hey.
The 17th century was the Dutch Golden Age. Since breaking away from Spain, the Netherlands soared in trade, science, and even Dutch art, which was world-renowned at that time. By the mid-17th century, Dutch military power was unmatched, and the Dutch Navy was the strongest on the globe.
You already know that we know everything. We've learned all about the Dutch Golden Age. And yeah, we've learned about it, man. If you haven't followed along with our Dutch history journey, you can learn everything that you need to know right here on the channel.
They colonized several regions for quite some time. Impressive, isn't it?
They've done a lot of impressive things over the time.
But let's be real, there may be some embellishments to boost morale. The Netherlands did colonize some areas, but only for specific periods. What are your thoughts on that? Nevertheless, the Netherlands once basked in a golden age. Now it ranks only 39th out of 145 countries in the annual GFP review, with a Prinix score of 0.5801. Surprised? According to the Dutch Ministry of Defence's website, this year's Dutch defense budget is 15.2 billion euros, or about 18 billion US dollars. Compared to other countries with larger defense budgets, that's quite a difference, don't you think? Out of a Dutch population of 17,302,139, only 68,568 are actively involved in the army.
68,000? It is... Forgive me. It is a tiny country. I can see it. Like, just seems so small when you look at it in those figures.
Armed forces.
That's all the armed forces combined?
Why do you think that is? Are young people in the Netherlands less interested in joining the military? What cultural or social factors might be at play here? They are divided into 41,290 military members, with 36,341 male soldiers and 4,949 female soldiers. Then there are 20,738 paramilitary members and 6,540 reserve soldiers. How does that compare to your expectations? These military members are further divided into 8,071 Air Force personnel, 23,517 Army personnel, and 11,382 Navy personnel. What's your take on this distribution?
I mean, it makes sense.
Discussing the armed forces, the Netherlands used to have one of the oldest armed forces in Europe. Initiated by Maurice of Nassau, a famous military tactician who successfully revolted against Spain in the late 1500s. Fascinating history, wouldn't you agree? The Dutch armed forces were used in areas once controlled by the Netherlands from the 17th to the 20th century. They even once implemented compulsory military service, but this policy was discontinued in 1996. What are your thoughts on that change?
I don't think that it should be compulsory, because then you end up with people that don't want to be there, that don't want to do the things that they are asked to do. I think, hey, you know what? Get the ones that want to go do things, that are willing to do things, because it takes a special breed of person. You can't just throw everybody into one of these things. As someone who's been over there and seen some shit, it's not for everybody. It's really not. I have people that joined thinking that they were ready for it that we had to let go because they realized that they weren't built for it. Shout out to all the service members around the world, regardless of what country you come from. Special kind of people.
Currently, the Dutch armed forces consist of 4 branches, all using the word Koninklijke.
Like I said, I dislike the AI thing. He really threw me off when he said Koninklijke. It's definitely not that Koninklijke.
Followed by the Royal Dutch Air Force, and lastly, the Royal Dutch Marsos, responsible for military police and border management. How do you feel about these divisions?
Stop asking me asinine questions. How do I feel about it?
Since the Dutch Golden Age, the Navy has been a symbol of triumph, so let's dive into it first. Remember the famous Dutch ships like the Batavia, boasting 24 cast-iron cannons and a few bronze ones? How about the battleship Amsterdam in 1814, the warship De Ruyter in 1808, or the aircraft carrier Carol Doorman R-81 in 1943? So victorious were they that legends were born, like the one about the Flying Dutchman, a ghost ship destined to sail the 7 seas forever, unable to dock without a rope. Today, the Dutch naval fleet consists of 4 Walrus-class attack submarines, 4 Holland-class patrol ships.
Submarines terrify me. Like, no.
4 De Zeven Provinciën-class air defense and command frigates, and 5 Alkmaar-class mine countermeasure ships, 2 of which have been generously donated to Ukraine. You might wonder, why such a small fleet for a nation with extensive maritime territory? Take a look at the map. Perhaps they feel no threats, so they don't bother with a large naval fleet. Many believe that the Dutch Golden Age will never return, even though the government has evolved from a republic to a principality and a kingdom that once maintained a colonial empire. But wait, there's more. The Netherlands is currently designing a future submarine, the TKMS Type 212 CDE, with German company ThyssenKrupp Marine Systems. This state-of-the-art submarine will replace the Walrus-class submarines, long the pride of the Netherlands. With its unique structure, modern combat system, large firepower, and superior stealth technology, could this be a sign that the Dutch military is ready to reclaim its golden age?
Though.
Now let's march into the army. The Netherlands commands 18 main battle tanks, Leopard 2A6 leased from Germany, 24 self-propelled artillery PZH-2000, 75 SOF off-road vehicle vectors, 200 armored Boxer vehicles, 102 Bushmaster wheeled vehicles, 367 Fennec wheeled vehicles, 252 long-range anti-tank Spikes launchers, 149 CV-90 infantry fighting vehicles, 140 MB-280 CDI vehicles, and more.
And more. I like the and more part.
Don't forget the Corps Commando Troepen, the Dutch Special Forces, renowned for their daring exploits since World War II. These Green Berets are tasked with full-spectrum special operations, direct action, special reconnaissance, military assistance, and counterterrorism.
It gets me excited. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Finally, let's take to the skies with the Air Force. Currently, they command 24 F-16 fighter jets, some still operational but set to retire by mid-2024 after nearly 40 years of service. In addition, 18 other jets are up for sale, with several more units destined for Ukraine. As a replacement, the Dutch Air Force has readied 34 F-35 Lightning II multi-role stealth fighter jets since 2013 to take over from the F-16S. Their fleet also includes 4 C-130 Hercules main military transport aircraft, 1 Gulfstream G4 twin-jet aircraft, 13 PC-7 Pilatus turbo training aircraft, 28 Apache attack helicopters, 20 heavy transport Chinook helicopters.
I'm saying for a little country, they're pretty damn loaded up already.
12 medium transport Cougar helicopters, and 19 NH-90 maritime combat helicopters. Surveying the impressive assets of the Dutch Air Force, there's no denying that their military strength remains formidable, even though they rank only 39th. What do you think? Is the Dutch military still a force to be reckoned with?
Yeah. Hello, all of that in just a small area, literally a country that you can drive across in less than a day. Like, I think they're pretty damn loaded to the tits to protect their little area of land. Very, very cool video. Lots of good information. Shout out to Notified for putting it together. Yeah, I got angry at the AI, though. Some of the pronunciations, man. I wish the developers would fix some things and make them pronounce things the correct way. Any of that text-to-speech type things is always going wrong for me as well. Get over, show Notify, all the love of the world. Smash the like button if you liked it. The dislike button, but it won't believe you. Tell the next one I'm either combustible. You guys be happy, healthy, safe, live you to the moon and back.